and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. It is hot. It's a hot one. I am so glad I am not running. I have to tell you, Victoria has the Sufferfest that is Mythic Miles, 3.9 kilometres. We've got two fans on Victoria. Both of them are basically just blowing hot air at her. We'll be here for half an hour. We're running with Kim Salt. And anyone else who wants to join us for the Mythic Miles ZRS race. It has been an absolute scorcher today. You can see the sun still shining behind us, and it is now shining into the shed quarters. So you'll see the sun actually hitting the treadmill from the back of the shed quarters tonight. Hello Alfredo, hello Anna, hello Clive, hello Paul Haywood, hello John Fries, hello Mark Mansueto. Hello Amy, hello Tina, hello Paul Cotterill, hello everyone who's joined us today on this absolutely boiling hot afternoon. Amy and Tina are in game. Sasha, I think, is with us as well. Kim, of course, is with us. Paul Hayward says, hello, have a good run. John Freeze says, hello, all. Mark says, evening, all. Good luck, Victoria. It's a hot one. Clive says it's too hot to run today. He's also on roast dinner duty, so he's in a hot kitchen instead. John Farrell says, hi, all. John Freeze, watching the Tour de France, FMR and running. Too many screens. Well, you can multitask. I'm sure you can do it. Kim Salt says, what's the temperature there? It's about, we think it's about 28 degrees Celsius. So what's that? It's about 80. That's about 80 Fahrenheit. Hang on a second. 82. Alexa tells me it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit for you all over there in the USA. Yeah, it's hot. That is hot for us. 70 Fahrenheit is hot for us. So 82 is sweltering here in the UK. And if you're not used to it, I mean, the thing is, if you're used to hot temperatures, then, 70, 80 Fahrenheit is not really that bad. It's 31 where Kim is, so that's even hotter. That's 85, 86 Fahrenheit. Even hotter where Kim is. But the thing is, Kim, you're probably a bit more used to it than us. I don't know for sure, but I would guess maybe you're a bit more used to it. Paul Cottrell did a 100k bike ride earlier, but it was too hot by midday. And they are off in the ZRS Mythic Miles. Away they go. So if you're new here, if you've got any questions, please do pop something in the chat. Kim Salt says your temperature is cool for us. Yes, but we are melting here. Clive says it's perfect tortoise temperature. And I noticed a photo of a seagull house on your roof as well, Clive. Right, we've got Sebastian Vogt in the run as well today in game. So we're going at 8 kilometers an hour, or Victoria is going at 8 kilometers an hour. We're here for 3.9 kilometers, which will take us about 20-25 minutes. Anna says it's raining and 19 Celsius where she is. Where are you, Anna? Tell us where you are. Andrew Cutmore says, hello both. Just got back from a 12k run on the Meon Valley Trail. Lovely and shady. Yes, Meon Valley is an old railway line in Hampshire. And yes, it's nicely shaded with trees. I know it well. A baby seagull sun shelter is on Clive's roof. Did you put that there then? That's very nice of you. That's why you've got so many animals, because you look after them so well. Ryan Downey says the word already. I don't know what that means. Oh, hang on a minute. Didn't we run this already? Yeah, we ran it yesterday, and we're going to run it again today because it's better than doing a 15-kilometre Zwift long-distance runners event. And Kim Salt offered to run with us, so Victoria is running with Kim today. So yeah, we have done this already, and we'll probably do it again tomorrow, to be honest. I don't know. I'm back on tomorrow. Right, I've just had a message from my son. He says, can you please go and open the front door? So bear with me 2 seconds.
You haven't been ordering off Amazon again, have you? Yeah, it definitely feels hot in this shed. If we stick at this pace, I shouldn't grow up.
I'm back. No, he went for a walk on the seafront. Our 10-year-old son took it upon himself to go for a stroll. No, I did know about it, actually. I did know about it. Right, Anna is in Ljubljana, capital of Slovenia. So it's 19 degrees where Ljubljana is, where Anna is in Ljubljana. Ryan Downey says, now we know why Stephen has distracted Vic while while he buys from Amazon. No, it wasn't an Amazon delivery. It wasn't. Paul Cottrell says, it's too hot indoors, definitely. Just about bearable in the shade outside. Amy says, I'm going to get very sweaty, but makes me think I've worked hard. Yeah, that's the good thing about running in the heat, is you can run really slowly, still get really hot, and makes you feel like you've done a hard workout. Yeah, well, heat training is definitely good if you're going to run a race in the heat. Heat training is only worthwhile if you're going to do some hard work in the heat and you need to be used to it. Victoria and Ellis have been to the sea this afternoon and had a little swim. Ellis has got a new wetsuit. I have been lying... Can you see the little paddling pool that is just behind Victoria there? I have been lying in that for most of the afternoon. Apart from doing a little bit of video editing here and there, that's what I've been doing. Hello, Camera 2. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for the ride-ons, by the way, that are dropping for Victoria.
Ride on!
There's Anna's ride-on. Tina likes the pace. Ryan Downey, what events have you got coming up? Do you want to plug anything? Let's have a look at who's on the course then today. Well, like we did yesterday, we'll go through, because it is a race. So there is a leader and there will be a winner. Even though Kim and Vic are running nice and relaxed. Let's go and have a look at the front and see what's going on at the sharp end of the race. So we've got 58 runners in game. At the moment, we've got first and second here. Antillon is first. And P. Hill is second. Let me just find out a little bit about these two guys. They're currently running at 15 kilometers per hour. Tina says it feels like MHG lunchtime run. Yeah, because they run at 8 kilometres an hour, don't they? Clive takes it out at 8 kilometres an hour for the MHG run. Right, so first and second, let's have a look at them. Just need to load up the Zwift Companion app on Victoria's phone. Because it won't work on my phone, because my phone is logged into my account and not Victoria. Okay, P. Hill has a private profile, but this is Pete Hill from the UK. He's a Zwift long distance runner. Pete Hill is in second place at the moment. So private profile for him, but he is in second. Let's look at Antillon. Sounds Costa Rica, but he's also got a private profile, which is a shame. Maurizio Antillon from Costa Rica. Nice topless, shirtless photo on his profile picture. But we can't see any more information about him apart from the fact that he's from Costa Rica and he's called Maurizio. 175, 76 beats per minute heart rate, so at least he's got a heart rate monitor on, and he's doing 15 kilometers per hour. I imagine in Costa Rica the temperature is pretty hot, so he's working hard. Steps per minute is wrong though. There's 0 steps per minute there. He must have had a dropout or something. Something's not working with his foot pod, but he's going at 15 kilometers an hour, which is a perfectly reasonable speed. Nothing weird about that. Why is my... Right, is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Anna says, I just finished running and I am carb loading at the moment. I like it. Ryan Downey says, well, I've been throwing around the idea of doing a true Norseman event with an Uber pretzel followed by a marathon. Good grief. Take it easy, Ryan. Of course, yeah, there are always the pack events that Ryan Downey organises. A true Norseman event. So Uber pretzel on the bike and then a marathon run. That's madness. Don't tell me when you're doing that because I won't be joining you. I might do. It depends when it is. I haven't got a bike in here, have I? Okay, so from Malaysia, we have Kuno Pakon. A heart rate of 154, and he's going at 13 kilometres an hour, 1.8 kilometres into the run. He's in third place. EM from Switzerland in fourth place. Monteiro from, is that Portugal? Looks like a Portuguese flag. In fifth position, 1.8 kilometres in, 13 kilometres per hour for him. Ainsworth has just overtaken Monteiro into fifth place. Canada. Chris Terry from the USA is next on the list. No heart rate for him, no cadence, but seventh position. And running at 13 kilometres an hour. Into 8th position, and we've got Esgos from the UK. And Tall Boys, I think is it Adrian Tall Boys? Just double check. Maybe not. Or Andrew, Adrian or Andrew, I can't remember. Andrew Tall Boys, there we go. 53 years old. Zwift long distance runner, level 21 runner, 2,454 kilometres run on Zwift for Andrew. So he is currently in 10th position. Just been overtaken actually by Mendes on these beautiful trails in Makuri Island as well. We love this sea to tree route. Very nice indeed. Rowan is in 11th. This is our first female runner, I think. Let's have a look. Rachel Rowan is 51. Well done, Rachel. She's a level 35 cyclist and a level 8 runner. Level 8 runner, 147 kilometres run on Zwift. So, I mean, I know level 8, but relatively new, I would say, to Zwift. Or to Zwift running, at least. In 11th position, that's Rachel, our first female. Well done to Rachel. And Sees from Poland, regular runner on Zwift. I never know how to pronounce their name, but it's a name I recognise. And Miguel from Spain. Running at 12 kilometres an hour, heart rate of 154. I imagine it's pretty warm in Spain at the moment as well. And Sipkar from the USA, 2.2 kilometres in to the Mythic Miles run. Mythic Miles ZRS race, no heart rate for Sipkar from the USA, but currently in 14th position. Newson, also from the USA. Well done to him. And there's Ibel from the UK. Let's zip down these a bit then. Oh, John Farrell's next. We'll say hello to John Farrell. Let's have a look at John's stats. John's been running with us a long time. We know John. John is a level 12 runner, 516 kilometres run on Zwift. He's 52 years old. Oh, they used to show height, didn't they? But that's now been restricted. So, yeah, no. Well, it's so that people can have a bit more privacy. I don't know. Pedro from Portugal in 18th position. And 2.28 kilometres into the run now. With Roberts in 19th, heart rate of 138 for Roberts. 20th position is Wilson. Wilson has a heart rate of 164 going at 11 kilometres an hour. And then at 12.5 kilometres an hour, we have Dewell from the UK, I think. From Spain, sorry, Dewell from Spain. And then T Wong, 2.29 kilometres in, running at just over 10.5 kilometres an hour, nearly 11 kilometres an hour. From the USA. No heart rate though. 163 BPM for Budimlia from Sweden. And then Lenz from Canada, heart rate of 118, nice and comfortable. Running at 10.5 kilometres an hour, 11 kilometres an hour now, 2.35 kilometres into the ZRS Mythic Miles race. So let's just whiz down these, give them some ride-ons. Anderson there, off second female runner. Stevenson. Basai and Lee, well done. Yeah, lots of different flags today, lots of different countries represented on the ZRS Mythic Miles run today. Thirak, followed by Cash and Alvarado is in 33rd position. Well done, Alvarado, coming up to 220 per 2.2 kilometres in, 10 kilometres now. Heart rate is quite high for Alvarado. Look at that, 187. Alvarado must be absolutely baking in the sun or working very, very hard. Steve Milne says, "Hi all, I wanted to join you this evening, but we're waiting for yesterday's Sainsbury's delivery to arrive." Brackets, it's a long story. Have a great run. Thanks, Steve. Daniel from DIY Tech Repair says, "Hello, must say good work at the 100-mile race earlier. You looked a bit knackered at the end." I was, Daniel, absolutely shattered by the end. Thank you very much though. I've recovered now and I'll be back running tomorrow. I'll be going out in the morning for either 10 or 20k, I haven't quite decided, depends how hot it is, and then we'll do a Zwift run in the evening, so Monday evening tomorrow. Oh no, I can't go out, can I? I'm self-isolating, I'm not allowed out the house. So it'll have to be a Zwift run. I will definitely be on the treadmill tomorrow. I keep forgetting. I keep saying, oh, I'll nip to the shop or I'll do this, that or the other. I can't go out the house, I'm self-isolating. There's Paul Hayward. Paul Hayward is in 34th position, heart rate of 120, 9.2 kilometres an hour for Paul Hayward. Well done, Paul. JP is next in 35th position. Harrod in 35th, 9.3 kilometres an hour, 2.4 kilometres into the run. Latham is next. Well done, Latham. Followed by Cadu. And then Lotesto. I like trying to pronounce these names. Susnik is next. Well done, Susnik. Followed by somebody walking. Souza. Jay Souza is walking. John Fries. And now we're getting to the gang. There's John Fries. There's Victoria. There's Amy Green. Well done, Amy. Sebastian Vaught. Tina Beard. Followed by Kim Salt. Well done, gang. Stubbs is next. CK, so CM, Herrera, that's Voss, and then we've got a Walker, which is Thornley. Well done to you guys. Let's go back up to Victoria then. Well, let's go to Kim. Let's look at Kim. So we'll highlight Kim there. So we've got the back of the group there. Yeah, nice social group. Steve Milne says, what run are you doing tomorrow evening? I don't know yet. Oh, look at that view of Victoria with the sun on the back of her legs on the treadmill there. So that shows you how bright and sunny it is here in the south of the UK. John Hepplewhite, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
I'll have a look at the end of this run. I'll have a little look on my companion app and just see what I've got. So there's the gang all running together. John Fries, Sebastian, Amy Green, Tina Beard, Victoria and Kim running at 8 kilometres an hour with about 1.5 kilometres left to run of the ZRS Mythic Miles race. We did this yesterday, we're doing it again today, and I will be back on tomorrow. I might do a Mythic Miles run tomorrow, we'll have to see. I was hoping to do about 10k tomorrow, but I could do a little bit extra, couldn't I? Could do a Mythic Miles and then do a little bit more. But we'll see. I'm actually standing barefoot and I'm standing on the other treadmill and my feet are burning on the other treadmill. Anna says, woohoo, looking good, gang. Victoria's heart rate is now 150, so actually relatively comfortable. Oh, that's Kim Salt. Sorry, that's Kim Salt, whose heart rate is 150. So she's relatively comfortable. Victoria says her heart rate's going up because I'm talking about her. But it is a beautiful route, this. So I encourage you, if you are watching and you've not been on Macquarie Islands yet, get yourself logged in, go and enjoy some running on Macquarie Islands. Although it's not actually an official route this week at the moment anyway. You've got France and Paris as well as Watopia at the moment, so you'll have to wait until it comes by again on the calendar, or sign into one of these ZRS runs before the end of today. Oh yes, of course they run out today, don't they? So I won't be able to do a ZRS run tomorrow because there aren't any tomorrow because it's just this weekend. So I'm not going to be able to do a ZRS run tomorrow. Tina Beard says, luckily my cave's in the shade this time of day. Yeah, this time of day, the shed quarters here is right in the line of the sun. Right behind us as it sets over there. So that heart rate that you can see is Kim's heart rate. We're watching Kim Salt at the moment. Let's just have a look. Yeah, Kim Salt is a level 19 cyclist. Kim has cycled 2,200 kilometres on Zwift with an elevation of 20,000 metres. But Kim is also a level 21 runner on Zwift. She has run 1,000 miles on Zwift. 1,632 kilometres in total. So well done to Kim. She's 54 from the USA. Currently where Kim is, it is 31 degrees Celsius, which Kim says is cool for her over there. Or certainly our temperature, which is about 28 here, is cool. But let me tell you, for us, it is a sweltering day here, and we're not complaining. We are enjoying it. I love the hot weather. It's difficult to run in, but I would rather it was lovely and sunny and warm than freezing cold. Even though I'd probably run better in the freezing cold. And it must be hot because Victoria never goes in the sea, but she went in the sea today. Right, Anna has just informed us that Macquarie Islands will be an option on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday next week. So Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, if you've never run on Macquarie Islands, go and do the sea to tree route, which is the one we're on now. It takes you on some lovely trails. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, you'll be able to run on Macquarie Islands. Ryan Downey says the 2021 Norseman takes place on August the 7th. Zwift will have the bike one day and the run the next day. Yeah, we'll be away, won't we? Yeah, we are in Cornwall for the Roseland August Trail weekend, which is a running festival in Cornwall with various race distances. 100k is the longest distance. There's a 50k, 20 miles, and an 11-mile run. 26 degrees Celsius in Berlin, Sebastian informs us. There's Sebastian. Sebastian's heart rate is 127. He is very comfortable. Tina Beard's heart rate is 123. She is also very comfortable. So she's in the shade, luckily for her. Let's have a look at Victoria. Victoria's heart rate is 123 as well. So the girls are doing all right, actually. The girls are doing well. Where's Amy Green? Amy Green's heart rate is 143. She's a bit hotter, but Amy is stuck in a garage, sweltering. Probably not a lot of air in Amy's garage, so Amy's heart rate is a bit higher. Amy is currently level 21 with 2,264 kilometres run on Zwift. That's amazing work, Amy. And level 15 cyclist with 1,000 miles cycled on Zwift. Well done, Amy. Trev Wilson says, "Oh, that was hot. I found running slower activities. My knee whilst recovering." Good effort, team. Let me just work that out. I found running slower my activities. Oh, activate. So activates, not activities. I found running slower activates my knee while I'm recovering. Okay. I see. I'm misreading. There's a bit of sunlight on the screen there, and I didn't read activity. I read activities instead of activates. It is hot. So Trev Wilson has finished. Well done, Trev. Good job. We have about 600 metres left of the ZRS Mythic Miles run. We have a little gang of runners with Victoria, Amy Green, Kim Salt, Tina Beard, Sebastian Vogt, John Fries, all running together. In the Japanese islands. It's probably about as hot there as it is here. So tomorrow, if you heard me earlier, I was saying I was going to go out for a run in the morning and then run on Zwift in the evening, but I'm not going to go out in the morning because I'm self-isolating for 10 days. So I'll have a look in the companion app and see what there is tomorrow. Tomorrow, events. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, there's the standard Monday Run Club at 5:45. There is a group run at 4:10. There is the ZLDR Recovery 10K. We could do that, actually. 6:30 tomorrow, ZLDR Recovery 10K. That'd be a nice, easy one to get me back into the swing of things, wouldn't it? So 6:30 tomorrow evening, UK time, British summer time. 6:30, I will do the Zwift Long Distance Runners Recovery 10K. So if you want to join me for that, that'd be much appreciated. I'll see you there. 6:30 tomorrow. Come and join me for that. I will be back on the treadmill in the heat. Ryan Downey says, I self-isolate daily. Yeah, do you know what? Self-isolating is quite nice. Because I quite regularly say, oh, I'll just nip out there, or I'll go and do some shopping for you, Vic, or I'll go and do this. I told you I would go to the shops on whenever it was, and anyway, and then I suddenly remember I can't go anywhere. for the next 4 days. 5 days. It's day 5 today. So I've got 5 more days of self-isolation before I can go out. I didn't get the... You can get an early release after day 5 if you take another COVID test, but that's probably another 50 or 60 pounds to get yourself released from that. So I may as well. I've got no reason to release early, so I'll just hang on and I'll do the test on day 8, and then we'll be free on day 10. Yeah, okay, Steve Milne says ZLDR 10k please, I can make that. Yeah, okay, I'll see you there, Steve. John Free says, watching the Tour de France today also makes me feel like I'm in the Paris MHG run, looking for flying squirrels. Oh yeah, it's Paris today, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's the last... It must be the finish today then. I mean, I don't often pay much attention to the Tour de France, I have to say. Thank you, Sarah Jacobson, for the ride on, by the way.
Ride on!
But yes, I noticed something on Strava today, so it's the final day in Paris today. Victoria says she's really enjoying this. 8 kilometres an hour, heart rate of 120 for Victoria, so she is very comfortable in zone 1, zone 2. Have you noticed, interesting actually, have you noticed that because we've been focusing on other people during the run, the minutes on Victoria's heart rate have not added up. So Victoria's run for 28 minutes now, but only 3 of those minutes have been recorded on the heart rate there, and they're all in the blue zone, and there's a 0 in the green zone. That's interesting. So if you click away from yourself and you go and look at other people, your heart rate minutes don't get recorded. That's strange, and that actually is a bug, and that we should probably address that. Okay, here we come. 3.9 kilometres up to the finish. Well done, everybody. All done. The ZRS Mythic Miles run is finished. Victoria's finished in 45th place. Kim Salt, Sebastian Volt, John Fries, Tina Beard, Amy Green. Well done. And Stubbs as well. Well done, gang. Good work. Victoria is just going to run it up to 4k just because she's got that OCD. John Farrell says it's 1,000 degrees Celsius in his house. That must be that's pretty hot, John. Yeah. Paul Cottrell says congratulations all. Kim Salt, this has been great. Thanks everyone. Our pleasure, Kim. Lovely to run with you. Thanks for joining us. Ryan Downey says go and take a shower, everyone. Well, we can't just yet because Victoria is being mental and running an extra 100 metres. And then Victoria's got to cook dinner. Don't tell everyone that. Everyone will be thinking, because Clive is on roast dinner duty, so everybody will be assuming that I'm on roast dinner duty as well. Actually, are we having a roast dinner? Oh, apparently we're not having a roast dinner. Well, that is a disappointment, isn't it? Oh, we're having tuna pasta bake. Apparently Victoria has already started it. Steve Milne says, well done everyone. Ryan Downey, go and take a shower everyone. We are done here and we'll be back tomorrow for the 10k Zwift long distance runners recovery run at 6:30 tomorrow evening, British summertime. So set your clocks, go and join that run. Come and join me tomorrow. It'll be me running. We'll give Victoria a rest, although Victoria tomorrow Victoria is starting her official training period for the Paris Marathon. So from tomorrow, Victoria, I have an official training plan for Victoria, and tomorrow Victoria is on the track doing an interval session with the club after doing her Pilates session.
So thank you all. I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
So yeah, Victoria's on the track tomorrow, and I will be doing the ZLDR recovery run. Thank you very much, everybody, for your comments, your chat on Facebook, on Twitch. On YouTube. Didn't have anybody on Twitch today, I don't think. And we'll see you tomorrow live on the Zwift Run Live YouTube channel and on the Film My Run Facebook page and on the Zwift Run Live Twitch channel. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.